Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The death of the late General Francis Ogola is now beyond our expectation. It is now between him and God, who can judge what went wrong until it reaches for the fallen soldiers to depart in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Willie Mutunga, the former Chief Justice, is coming out with a serious question, which I want us to peruse and come out with more resolution. He has been seconded by Ekuru Okot, the man in action. This is whatever William Mutunga is saying. Given the tragedy that engulfs our country now, a country of rumors and ethnic division, it is good idea to immediately set up a commission of inquiry that has robust public participation, an inquiry that is seen as a cover up is unacceptable. As if that is not enough, a court on his side is saying, you trust the FBI to give a truthful and accurate report in light of the ongoing global political cajoling of our government. The Chinese and the Russians are more likely to uncover what actually happened, but of course they will never be asked to help. Down there we are seeing Dr. Dan Ojoa is saying, I won't mince my words. General Ogola has been assassinated. We want answers from Ruto government. The accident must be investigated by the FBI and nothing else. Do we really understand what is happening here? I'm seeing more pains is being widened in various parts of the country based on the Kenyans' life. As Kenyans are still mourning the fallen general, first time in the history happening in Kenya Kwanza administration. The fallen general. Then how could it be explained? Now they have reached to an extent of bringing the FBI to do more investigation. What I am very much aware of is that even the FBI are just going to come out with total different investigation. That is why I said this death is beyond our expectation. Only God knows what happened and made the chopper crash. Let's take a look again and listen to the clip of the first in command speaking today.
And when it came time for me as Commander-in-Chief to make a decision on the next CDF, it wasn't an easy decision as it should. it's always a decision of many balances. But let me say this about General Ogola. All the recommendations that I got on the next CDF and all the advice that I got about the next CDF did not include the name of General Ogola, unfortunately. But he was a military officer with a distinguished career. There was only one problem: the events of the 15th of August at the Bomas of Kenya. And so, I asked General Ogola for a meeting, and I had a one-on-one, man-to-man, come to Jesus meeting with General Ogola. And when we concluded that meeting, General Ogola told me the following: Mr. President, I have no defense. I will not try to defend myself. It was wrong what happened. And you have three choices. Either send.
You've listened to President Ruto also. And I want to combine Dr. Willie Mutunga's remarks, Akuro Kot, and Dan Ajoa. Then we come out with a resolution to our own perspective. Before I carry on, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this golden chance to thank you very much for your great support to this channel. I want to appreciate new subscribers for subscribing to our channel. Continue with the same spirit, and please consider to give this video a thumb of like. When you like this video, it is a kind of job offer you are doing to our YouTube platform, and this video will reach to several people in the YouTube community. I appreciate you if you do so. Let's proceed. Demands of answers ahead of the late General Ogola's burial is still being piled up, and Kenyans are tongue-tied, stranded, speechless, as no one is there outside to help this situation. While the government is now burying the fallen general tomorrow, which according to my time, we are remaining with only roughly 8 hours then the general to be laid. But the legacy he have left behind is very essential and should be portrayed to millions of Kenyans. My main concern is between the government and between the answer questions which they are being asked. Akuro Court is coming out and asking whether the FBI is going to do a very serious investigation. Dr. William Mutunga is now saying a country is full of rumors and ethnic division. That when someone, for instance, allow me just to use this word, is a Luo at the high rank in the government, then they find on how they must disturb this person. That is whatever William Mutunga is saying. I don't want to contradict to the death of a very prominent leader and other sergeant at arms who lost their life at 2 p.m. in Elgeyo Marakwet on a plane crash. Our main concern is that these people are saying if this was a setup, then the government must and ought to be questioned, because they're the ones who offered even the chopper to be used on the government function. So they are calling upon the president, that is Dan Ogola, is saying that the late General Francis Ogola and the team were experiencing assassination. This government assassination have been experienced by several political leaders across the globe. The people like Gama Pinto, the people like the first president of the United States of America. We have so many of them. Theodore Roosevelt, and so on and so on. So they are questioning and asking. And when it's come to our country, those who also experience this, you have the late Tom Mboya, you have the late Achieng' Oneko, we have the late Robert Ouko. They all experience this. And those who assassinated them are even 8 feet in the ground. Then I ask myself, why do we plan to assassinate each other? Because at a point, we will all die. Our terms is what differences. So Ekuru Court, Dr. William Mutunga and Duncan Ojoa is asking a very serious question that should be given out by the government. As if this is not enough, pain is still widening in our country. Just 2 days ago or 3 days ago, we had a very serious accidents happening in various parts of the country. Then abruptly the plane crashed. So Kenyans are asking with a determination, what is happening? Because when it's come to the transport and communication sector, they must ensure that all transportation machines to be taken for services. Thorough one. As much as no one knows the death, is or a death. But we must be serious on this. There's demand. As some of the politicians still struggle to expand their political space, they are being eliminated. Then retired brigadier is no longer being seen as we speak. It's very sad, very unfortunate, but death is a very crucial thing which is beyond human control. So the government should outlook this with a serious matter, and they should be concerned that this should not be repeated again in the history of our country. Remember, I begin by saying this thing is happening first in the history. Since our country got independent, the first general at work dying on a plane crash. What can this one tell you? That is why we are seeing these people are demanding questions to be answered. Let's wait and see if FBI and so on investigators are going to come out with a resolution. What can you say, ladies and gentlemen, as this marks the end of our analysis? Please give this video a thumb of like, and bye bye as you hope to meet on another political discussion.